welcome back to Mucky Hope Productions coverage of Survivor 49, the penultimate episode. And I'll just start off by saying, if you've gotten to this point in the season and you still just don't enjoy it, fuck off. No, it's been great. Like, just, and we're gonna talk about maybe our issues with this episode, but like, this was one of the more exciting tribals that I've seen in a while, like in a fair few seasons. I had no idea what was going to happen, and I was caught off guard with the result. I think that it was a very fun episode in the midst of a lot of fun episodes of the Merge. We're joined today, as always, by Vee. Vee, how are you?
Yeah, I'm good. I mean, look, even bad moves can be entertaining to watch, I guess.
Yeah. Just look at the Brandon Hanson from Caramoan. It was uncomfortable, but it was good television.
It was something on TV.
It was something on TV. And then we got Jake. Jake, how you doing?
I'm doing good. I got married.
Got married
on Sunday.
Jake got married.
Jake, congrats!
Thank you. Yeah, it went like even better than I could have thought. It was an amazing day. Yeah. I'm very happy.
Better or worse than the episode?
Why
I'm here because no honeymoon yet, because we set up a honeymoon fund that we wanted our guests to give, and we had no idea what we could even afford. So there was nothing to plan. Right. So now we kind of have a better idea of what we can actually do. So I'm in the process of planning it now. Don't worry. We will be doing something. It's not just this or no, you know what? This is my honeymoon right here.
I was there. Are you going to Fiji or like what? What's up?
You know what? I'm going to be going to Fiji to participate in this weird game that has like 18 people.
Maybe.
You have a chance of winning $1 million. So I'm not sure yet, but yeah, exactly. Unless you just want to make friends instead. But
yeah.
You know what? We won't do what we did last week where we kind of went over. We will stay in order for this week, but no, I think, just at face value, I thought it was a great episode. I thought it was a really fun tribal. The first time in a while this season where we have literally no idea what's going to happen because it's so close to the end that our two people that are probably coming back for 50 could realistically go home, and neither one of their names are out. So it doesn't really matter at the end of the day what's going to happen there. Vee, what did you think about the episode?
It was like a car crash. Like, you can see it starting to happen, and you're like, oh, please no. Please, no. Come on. No, friends. No. Don't. I saw an excellent comment online where it was like, I'm paraphrasing, it was like, Soph has one sip of a margarita and decides that best friends are better than $1 million. And I think that sums it up for me.
Alcohol and an empty stomach, folks.
Yep. Yeah.
It'll do
Jake?
things to you.
Yeah.
Yeah, this episode, I mean, when I exited the room after watching it, I had very conflicting feelings of like, what? Really? Like, come on. Of like so many different things. But then I thought more about it of like, okay, forget the end result. The rest of the episode was still really good. I thought the reward was good. I thought, the drama, the lead up to the vote was pretty interesting, and obviously tribal was good, but then the vote kind of was frustrating. But yeah, overall I enjoyed it, and I think it's not like it ruined anything.
Yeah, I feel like this is there are certain seasons even where it's very exciting for us to get like when I would say Dave vs. Goliath is a prime example where it's like, yeah, it's my second favorite season. And yeah, Nick wins, and like even before Nick, like Nick winning at face value, like in the moment, it was just like, oh, okay, yeah. I feel like this is what it was here, except for instead of, oh, okay, cool. It's like, I can't believe that just happened. Like I actually can't believe that everything. The only people I'm not shocked about in this episode, as far as the vote, are Rizzo and Savannah.
Yeah.
Everyone else, I'm like, and Steven, I guess. But like,
yeah,
I'm shocked by how everything else went. But that's what makes it a great tribal for me, because we were caught off guard by what happened. You know, like if someone sat there and said, "Oh yeah, I knew that," you know, I knew it was Steven all along, or I knew this, or it's like, okay, I'd be hard pressed to believe you, because there's no way that it's just going to be Steven. Because of how everything had happened during the tribal, there's no way it's going to be Steven. Even when Rizzo's not playing his idol, we're doing it. We're going off of.
It's kind of hard not to.
Yeah,
right?
Even with Rizzo not playing its idol, it's like, yeah, okay, you guys messed up, and now it's going to be Sylph, and it's not. And you know, it's. We'll get to that. I now think that Sage or Christina, spoilers, have a better chance at winning than Soph because of this. Yes. But rewind to the beginning of the episode. Steven's having a great time getting back to camp. This is, hey, it was revenge and it was strategy, and I love that type of thing, like where you can mix your real life with the game, and and the move makes sense. How do you guys like going into the episode with how Steven is reacting in this first segment? Is there any telltale signs that what eventually will happen? Do you think, oh man, maybe Steven is like a dark horse here? What do you guys think about this whole first with him, and also with I think someone else? I think Christina was also pissed and also got content about how she was glad that Sophie was gone. And also, we have a new Sophie now. It's just Sophie now because the other one's gone.
Well, I was teased with the Soph's big move, and I was like, maybe. And then Christina's like, "Oh, I've wanted Savannah out for ages," and I'm like, "But you haven't done anything."
There was.
About it.
I'm dead serious with you. There was not even before she won immunity. I was like, it's not going to be her. If it's one of those three, it's not going to be her.
See, I thought maybe the Savannah thing could happen if Soph had a big move, but she.
But then again, if that was going to happen, I was convinced she's not going to go after Savannah. Like she's going to chicken out, maybe even halfway chicken out of like not taking out Savannah, but taking out Rizzo, maybe. But she can't. I was never convinced. I really wasn't. And obviously, the reward is like after that, I was like, really? That's all it took? Was them like, listen.
I will say I did ask a question about Steven here.
Sorry.
This is a question about Steven.
I was just I didn't even listen to anything Steven had to say because I was like, yeah. Soph has a big move. I thought it was Soph's episode.
I thought it was kind of cute how they were all like, oh, we can all kind of laugh and rejoice about the fact that we voted unanimously for once, which is funny because they actually vote unanimously again today, but it sure doesn't feel like it did last episode of like a united front or whatever. I thought that was a cute scene of them all being like, we're actually working together, guys. Yay.
And Sage still had to make a passive aggressive comment, which I loved. Like she was like, oh yeah, except for this, and it's like,
yeah.
All right, well, here we go again. And we don't get a Sage versus Savannah thing in this episode because we don't really get much Sage and Savannah in this episode, period. Like you guys said, This is mostly a Soph/Sophie now. Steven episode. Like these are the two main characters of the episode. I'd say Rizzo kind of the third body there. And with Rizzo, and correct me if I'm wrong, and I probably am, Rizzo's talking about how he's been telling everyone the idol expires at 6.
Yeah, I heard him mention that.
He has mentioned this before.
I don't know. I heard him mention it once this episode, but
no, before this.
I had never heard him. I'd never recall hearing him say anything about that before this episode. And I just want to say, what a brilliant move.
Tony-esque.
Seriously.
Yeah, Tony-esque. Like it's
Tony, exactly. Yes. Oh my gosh. Like just even every episode he just does more and more where it's like, yes, you deserve to be on 50. Like I agree.
Yeah. Boom. It's getting to the point now where if people are still pissy that he's on 50, they're either not watching the season or they just have a weird vendetta against the new era.
They just don't like him personally or whatever.
Yeah, they don't think that anyone should be on 50 from the new era. But like either way,
brilliant.
Both of these people have shown, and especially Rizzo in the last few weeks, it's like, if you're not going to cast this person and this, get this guy because he's doing a hell of a job, and it doesn't even matter if he wins or loses. It doesn't matter. I don't care if he wins or loses because I know that he's going to get another chance next season, that he's going to probably be underestimated within reason next season, and that he probably will be able to get away with more things than other people next season will be able to get away with if he's on the season. The lie is it expires this round. And no one has any reason to believe that that's not true. Are you shocked that everyone is at least from what we're seeing, are you shocked that everyone's taking it at face value of, oh yeah, because it was pre-merge, it's 5-6?
Yeah, I mean, like you said, there's no reason not to believe him, except the game of it all. But he's also proven himself to be incredibly persuasive. And so, I think, I mean, I don't know. They've bought everything he's sold them all season.
Yeah.
I will say I personally disagree. I think that there was all the reason in the world to believe that this was a lie. When has an idol ever expired at the final 6? I'll tell you, there I can think of at least one. There might be others, but the like amulet idol that like it had to be like 3 people had amulets. When there's 2 people, it turns into a steal a vote. When there's only 1 person left, it turns into an idol or whatever. Then that type of idol could only be played until 6. I've never seen a regular immunity idol that was just found in the jungle or from a beware advantage that didn't expire at final 5. If I was out there, I am seriously not saying this because I'm just like high on myself. I seriously would be calling such bullshit on this. Like, there's no chance I'm buying that. I'd be like, show me the note, show it to me.
And if I'm wrong, I'm wrong. If I'm wrong,
seriously, like I this would be like one of the fishiest like lies or claims I would have ever heard. Now, for people that maybe aren't as like big fans of the show, haven't seen every season, that makes sense. You wouldn't know that like literally this is like basically never happened. But for somebody like me who's seen every single season, like I would be out there being like, what? And like if you were to show it to me and like he somehow was able to like change the note, then that would have been crazy.
That'd be even better.
Right. But no, I'm sorry. I'm kind of docking a lot of points off of everybody for not questioning it.
Well, I was falling for it.
For me, I think for me, I would fall for it until because I mean, he could have been doing this entire time and we just don't see it until this episode because they show it a lot where it's like, I'm good until 5. I guess I'm good until 5. Oh, Rizzo, congrats on making final 5 because your idol lasts till, like, that's a big, they show it multiple times in this episode. And let's just say that it only starts this round, that he's starting to like really repeat it and other people are starting to really repeat it. Even then it would click in my head like, that's interesting that that is being repeated, because that's one of the telltale signs of a lie. Is like, but up until then, because of the way that he has presented himself, because of the way that he has portrayed himself as this larger than life person, because of the way that he has played Boy Who Cries Wolf with the idol, but people still know he has it. They think that most of the time he's lying, but with this, maybe he's telling the truth. I get it, but I think that my trigger point would be he's really laying it in thick now, and like in this, but that's in the realms of he only started doing that this round. We don't know if he was doing this leading up to it. But having said all of that, Soph says that she wants to go after Rizzo. Christina agrees, and I bought it because we're at the penultimate episode. I'm like, oh my gosh. Like, Soph actually wants to do this. I was convinced that was the storyline for this episode.
I thought there was totally a chance that she could go after Rizzo, but I just, because I think, did she say that she wanted Rizzo, or was it Savannah? I mean, when she was talking about possibly doing Savannah, I was like, nah.
Well, I've got both, and I think Christina mentioned the Savannah of it, but I don't know if Soph.
She told Christina that she would either want to go Rizzo or Savannah. And Christina was like, I want Savannah, of course.
Yeah.
It's like, of course she does. Yeah, that makes sense.
You haven't done anything about it, but sure.
She can't. That, like, I know, like, I understand that Christina's on the bottom and but she can't do anything. She has nobody to do anything with. And when they do have the numbers, they just do what they did in this. Like, she hasn't
tried. She hasn't tried, Christina.
This is it, Christina. This is the moment you've been waiting for. If you don't like the way that this woman's been talking to you,
don't wait for someone else to get it going.
I understand that Steven's now the great white hope because he's doing well in challenges, but he's not some all-timer. As far as challenges, like, it's not like he's just beast moding his way through these things.
Well, she got rid of him pretty quickly anyway, so.
And she still was like, oh, he's turning into a threat. He's turning into a threat. All right, cool. We're at 5 next round.
Christina!
Oh, God. But we
have the reward challenge.
It's the reward challenge. And Vee, I know you hate sappy stuff.
Oh,
and that. I was really excited to hear they're getting letters from home. I actually thought, because Jeff kept saying, "Oh yeah, do you think that's it? You think?" I actually thought they were going to be like, "Oh, actually, we got your families here." I thought they were bringing back the family visit.
You need to do it again, man.
Kept teasing, and I'm like, "Oh my god, they're actually doing it." Oh, dog.
Yeah. Look, I wrote yawn as I always do. The letters from my son. Oh, whatever.
Of course you did.
Rizzo got me. That my cold dead heart was moved by Rizzo. I thought that was lovely. But yeah, I don't know. I don't care. I don't care that your families love you.
But in order to get to the Rizzo part, we have Savannah wins the reward challenge, and she brings her two number one allies in the game, her one and her two. And so straight up says, it's us versus them. Well, yeah, it's us versus them. And we've been on opposite sides of this the entire time. Wait, did Savannah win or Soph did Soph win?
Savannah won.
So, okay, so yeah. But Soph is talking.
Yeah.
And
Soph
says,
got drunk and was having a love fest with those.
Well, no. I'm talking about when Jeff is asking, it's you three. Yeah. And Soph says, oh, yeah, it's been us three versus the three of them for the longest time. And this, that, and the other. It's like, oh, wow. The line, like, it is, the gauntlet's been thrown down. We know it's the three of us versus the three of them. And I know one of y'all alluded to this earlier, but, like, once again, if you know it's 3-on-3, you know, it's almost like Marquesas, where Kathy knew Pascal and Aaliyah are never going to vote against each other. Sean and Vecepia probably won't, but at least they're not outright saying, we will never vote against each other. Soph is saying we are a tight three, and Savannah, the way that she's phrasing and what she's picking them is basically saying, hey, we're a tight three. Yet Christina and Sage at the end of the episode still vote this way when they had a clear path to get rid of one of them. And like this is all hindsight shit because of where we are in the episode. But looking back on it now, it's like, that is crazy that these people are telling you this is us and y'all are screwed if you don't get rid of us, and they still don't. But all of that to say, what do you guys think of Savannah's picks here?
Oh, look at it. Who gives a shit? I don't know. It doesn't. They're just winning the whole, whatever. The rules don't matter. Everyone's just doing whatever they want and getting it wrong. I don't know. Jake?
Yeah, I obviously like the rule of thumb, I suppose, is to like not pick everyone from your alliance so you can have somebody to like babysit or whatever. But in this case, it's like, who cares? What's the point? Like, yeah, they're all going to vote for you. Is this like new information that you would be learning by having somebody there and preventing talks? Like, what new like brilliant plan are they going to come up with? Okay, guys, we're going to all vote for this person.
Yeah.
There you go. That's the plan. That's something you could have already deducted just from common sense based on how the game has already gone.
Have a nice lunch with your friends.
Yeah, like you're close as hell.
I believe that no matter who won, they were going to pick the other two people in their group. I don't see there's any situation where they don't pick the two people that they're working with.
And it's why, like, I don't want to dog too much on Soph, but it makes me be like, was this like? Of course, if I was out on the island, I would be devastated if I didn't get my letters from home, and especially those fajitas and guac. That would be
and the hats
and the sombrero hats. Come on, no, but really, like I would like have hated to have missed out on it. But for Soph to be so like shocked that Savannah chose her, I'm like, I thought it was kind of obvious that she was going to pick you. Like, like I didn't think it was that meaningful outside of like, I just let you get this reward, she probably should have chosen somebody else, but she didn't. She chose me because she.
I honestly think so. That's why I saw Soph's shock. I saw Soph's shock as like, oh my God, you picked both of your allies. Why did you do that?
Why is that so shocking? I don't know.
I feel like that could, like, if you're a fan of the show, that might be a shocking thing of like, oh, you did both. You didn't just do the one of them, one of us type thing. Yeah, I actually got that. I got that from Soph. That one made sense. For me.
Agree to disagree.
Yeah, just for me.
I just personally think the context of it, of like, I already kind of know what they're gonna do, right? Like, you don't need to have somebody stay back and kind of figure out what's going on. You already really know what's going on. That was my point, right? It wasn't like in other scenarios other than this season. Absolutely, I would agree. Like, there have totally been times where it's like, probably shouldn't leave these guys alone. Like when it's a more like swayable person, right? That you're leaving behind. But in this case, I just felt like it's already a done deal. Like they're probably going to, clearly it wasn't based on the vote, who votes who at the end. But that was my thinking. That's why I was a little annoyed at Soph by being so like taken aback by this. But that's just, I feel like that apparently this is just a personal thing with me where I'm just like, why are you feeling?
No, because I get annoyed at Soph the very next segment, where like, and it's a fun little. They're telling two stories. Hey, we have our three at the sanctuary, we have our three back at the camp. We have one person over here telling their advantage. We have another person over here telling their advantage. But for me, and I feel like maybe like a lot of the audience, we are all right with one person telling about their advantage, and we're all, for me, in my notes, I have, no, she tells them about the knowledge is power. And I had no notes about Steven telling about his block a vote.
Yeah.
I was like, oh yeah, that's probably for the best. With Soph, it's like, no, don't do that. You're like, you've done so well at just keeping this quiet this entire time. Why? And I was almost thankful that Savannah, we didn't get a confession right afterwards where Savannah or Rizzo go, oh, let's just vote out Soph then because we know what she has now. It wasn't that, thankfully, but I was still like,
womp womp.
Why would you do this?
Literally like a balloon being deflated.
Yes, I got so, I won't say depressed, but
yeah, it was
deflating. Of man, Soph, I've sat here and said, oh man, she could win this. She could win this. And in one episode, it's like, I don't know about that.
She wanted Rizzo to be her friend more than she wanted to win. And the rest of the episode, I kept hope alive, to borrow a phrase, thinking, oh, Rizzo still might not know that you're going to use it on him. You still can, Sophie.
If anything, it could be like a 4D.
Maybe this is good.
Her telling me was like reverse psychology. Be like, she wouldn't be telling me if she was going to play it on me, so I'm completely safe. And
but
that's why, like, it felt like really insulting to the audience's intelligence when they tried to make it seem like she was still contemplating whether to steal his idol right before tribal. I'm like, don't even give me that. Like usually when they do that, it's like, okay, I get it. You have to do that because whatever, you have to. This time I'm like, get this out of my face. I'm pissed.
Jumping ahead, I going in by the time we're going into tribal, I think it's 3-3. I think it's the 3 versus 3 again. I don't think there's any way that anyone's voting against what they've been telling us in the episode. But we'll get there. Just random fact. The reason I say that I would never play Survivors because my number one fear in life is rodents. And we get rodents this episode. So and Sage says, fuck those rats. And I agree.
That needs to be a t-shirt.
fuck those rats. So we get to the immunity challenge, which Savannah comes down to Savannah and Sage. And I think in this moment I'm actively rooting for Sage to win. Just to maybe leave the door open for something to happen. Yeah. And even after she doesn't win, spoilers, I'm still like, okay, something can still happen. So when Sage does win, and everyone comforts her, and I had a friend say, you didn't think that was weird that they all, I'm like, this isn't say in last season where everyone's comforting her, the other person, and Sage is sitting there like, I'm also struggling through this challenge, but no one cares about me. This was different. I felt like it was different. But Savannah wins again. I do want to ask before we move on to the fallout of that. We've got one episode left. We've got 2 immunities left. Does Savannah tie the women's record? Does she tie the men's record? I don't think she can break either. I don't think she can break the men's record, but she can break the women's. She's got 3. Yeah. Do we think that she could hit 4 or 5?
I think so.
Totally.
I think so. Yeah. Looking at who's left, she's definitely.
Oh definitely yeah, definitely with who's left.
Yeah.
Now that other Sophie and Steven are gone, it's looking a lot. Although we've seen some, I'll never forget when Romeo, I want to say, randomly won the final immunity challenge in Survivor 42, and even everybody else was like, did that really just happen? How did we let him win that? So who knows? Maybe Rizzo.
Well, wouldn't it be lovely?
Becomes good at challenges.
It would be lovely for a Rizzo win because I think it would mean a lot to him.
Because he's been bad.
Yeah,
he's been really bad at these challenges. He was out within a minute in this. Yeah, crazy quick. I mean, I was looking at this challenge. Me and my wife. We would suck at this.
Yeah, no.
It just looks like torture. So I'm not saying that I'm not saying I would do any better, but still, like, just compared to everybody else, like, yeah.
No.
So Savannah's got a big leg up on these challenges compared to everybody else.
I reckon she can even take a 5.
Maybe she doesn't even maybe. I'm just saying this to like create more suspense because I feel like we all think it's going to be Savannah that wins. Maybe she doesn't even win at Final Tribal, but they put her on 50 because she beats the women's record for most immunities, ties the men. Maybe.
Yeah, maybe.
I don't know.
That doesn't sound like the most far-fetched theory.
Yeah, right. Like, because I would be pretty surprised if she lost at Final Tribal without something like that and made it to 50 but I don't feel the same about Rizzo. I feel like he could go home even though we know he's going to make it to Final Four because he has the idol. If he were to go out immediately, get medically evacuated.
He's coming back. Yeah,
he's coming. He's going to be on 50 because he's just been that amazing.
So during the immunity challenge, there's like negotiations going on between the two, but ultimately it doesn't matter. Savannah wins. We get to the strategy talk, which strategy talks actually takes up a lot of time, and I think Rizzo's the one that makes an Advantage Geddon reference, which deflated me, even more.
PTSD.
Yeah, I just Game Changers could have at least been fine. The Advantage Geddon didn't happen and other things. But Advantage Geddon reference happens. At one point, we get this random Christina red herring with Steven and Sage, where it's like, oh, Christina this, Christina that. And that's the only part of the episode where I didn't buy anything that they were selling to me as an audience member. It's like, oh, they're going to put out Christina right here? Cool, whatever. Moving on. Like, there was absolutely no way that was going to happen.
Why would you vote out an ally?
Yeah, that's crazy. Why would you?
Who would ever do that? Surely
do
Christina
that?
would never vote out her number one.
We would never get to that point. Ironically enough, we get to Tribal, and Jeff, in the worst British accent that's probably ever happened since season 40.
What's up with him? This is a thing that has persisted within the new era that is just baffling.
He's gotten silly.
Is his weird British accent, and it's like there's like 2% of the time it'll make me chuckle. The other times I'm just like, eh.
And this is one of those times.
This is definitely one of those.
One of those bad times.
He loves some theatrics.
And my back to back, I have so Jeff's like, oh yeah, what if this is all theater and like no one actually? And in my notes, I have no Jeff. This isn't theater. These fuckers are actually after each other, which is dead wrong on my end because it was theater. But right after that, I say also very shit accent on Jeff's end. But like, and I think once again, it's a testament to how this episode was edited because I'm sitting here saying, oh yeah, Jeff is clearly not reading the room because this isn't theater. It's 3 versus 3, right? That'd be insane if anything else happens. At this point in the episode, when we're sitting at Tribal, do you guys think that anything else outside of 3 versus 3 is going to possibly happen? Whether a block of vote happens or whatever is fine, but that it's not one group of 3 versus another group of 3. Was there any doubt in your mind that that wasn't the case?
No,
there was no doubt in my mind.
I had trouble with the math though. I was trying to figure out because I still thought Steven might be going, but yeah, I don't know. I thought Sophie might be going too. Like I don't know. I was trying to figure it out, and then it was moving too fast for me.
I was so convinced it was Sophie, especially when, because then I remember I was being like. I even rewinded and I was like, let me make sure I heard that right. Steven says he has to play the block of vote before you head to tribal council. And I'm like, wait a second.
He doesn't have it at tribal, so that's what happened.
He doesn't have it. Yes. So yeah, in the moment when it happened, I was like, I think there's a chance that she's going to try to steal it. and he's going to be able to say, I don't have it. I already used it.
Oh my God, that's what happened.
When I realized that, I was like, oh, Sophie's toast. She's screwed.
So she would have had to have done it the tribal before.
Yeah.
Before
he even used it. Yeah.
I wondered why he could confidently I wondered what happened to that whole thing. Right.
Because
so he already played it.
When she was starting to read it too, he winked at the jury. He was like, I'm fine. He's like, don't even worry about it. Like, because everybody was like, oh, we know what's happening. We know it. Like, the advantage is gone. And he's like, nah, I'm good. So
this fucking game.
When that happened, I was like, yo, I'm like, this is gonna be like one of the most disastrous downfalls. Like, this could have been like one for the ages for Sophie. Of like, people would bring this up and like, what a disaster. Like,
yeah. That was fucking embarrassing. She was right.
Yes, exactly. It's like for Christina and Sage, it's like, really? You let her get away with that? You let her get away with that? Really?
My gosh.
Yeah.
Sorry, go ahead.
No, go ahead.
I was just gonna say, I thought it was funny when when the conversation was happening between Steven and Christina on the beach, when like Christina accidentally said something about like, I would never vote you out. That's what I was talking about with Sage. I would never vote for you. And he's like, why were you even talking about me at all? And I remember in the moment I'm thinking like, oh no, is Steven gonna like get spooked that he thinks Christina's gonna vote for him? And I just think it's funny thinking back on that. It's like, oh, she was genuinely thinking about it, because in the moment I'm like, she's not actually Steven. Like chill out, man. Like she's been with you this whole time. And it's like, I just can't believe it. I just cannot believe it.
What was there to be gained? What was there to be gained by voting out Steven? What?
You get rid of it. You
get rid of
threat
to win. The biggest threat to win outside of Savannah.
Yeah, but it was the biggest protection.
I know. I get why they did it. I do. Like, he is a threat. He is a threat to win the game. But we're all most of us are threats at this point in the game. And it's W do, W don't, where it's like, okay, yeah, Steven has a chance of winning the game, but at least I like Steven. At least I want to work with Steven. At least, this, that, and the other. I know that if Steven stays in the game, I'm probably fine. Now, if I want to make a move on him at 5, cool. I know that if these 3 survive one more round, they're probably not going to turn on each other. And now we have to win immunity, or else we're going out 5-4. Yeah. That's the thing. It's like, I understand that Steven is a threat. Steven is a huge threat. We've sat here and said that Steven has a better chance than the other 2 at winning.
But it's like,
talked about it before.
Sorry, guys, that you put yourselves in that position by like not doing as much as him.
Yeah.
So like, you just have to. But the numbers literally don't line up. If you take them out, they literally do not.
Now they're bottom 2. Yeah.
Now they're bottom 2. And no, I mean, I won't say bottom 2 because give me. So, Soph is actually using her advantage. Damn, Steven probably is screwed. And nope, wild. Fuck, that means Rizzo's probably playing that idol on Soph. These are my train of thought notes as I go.
That's what's happening.
And that would be
Steven. That means Rizzo's probably going to play his idol on Soph. And he's not playing it. What? Fuck y'all. You voted out Steven. Really? The fuck? I hate you.
Literally.
I think it sums it up.
Basically, word for word, exactly what was going through my head. I just didn't write it down. I don't hate these people. No, right,
but it's like I couldn't believe it was happening as it was starting to be revealed. Because there was a long pause after 2 Steven 1 Soph. And I'm like, oh my God, they're going to vote Steven, because why are they hesitating this long? Why are they not pausing after it's 2-2 or whatever? I'm like, oh my God, they're going to actually do this. And at that moment, I said, oh, Sage now has a better chance of winning than Soph.
Yes.
Because for me, Soph looks so. I won't say she won't. She didn't look defeated, but I guess I can't say she kind of looked like, oh man, I can't. I just tried to make this flashy thing, and it didn't work. Yeah, Steven went home, but like not because of anything visually that I did. I feel like Rizzo somehow still visually wise got a leg up on her because it looks like, oh man, this guy's super smart by not playing his out on either one of these people. Once again, just visually. I don't know. I don't know if she can bounce back right here because even if at 5 she votes out Rizzo or Savannah, it's like, yeah, duh.
Yeah, no, it makes sense then.
I don't know exactly what the jury is going to think about this because honestly, who knows if the jury really is thinking super negatively about Soph. We don't know. Like, and who knows if they feel the same way about Sage, you know.
Yeah.
But I mean, I'll tell you what, if I was on the jury, I mean, I'm like, what are you doing? Like especially like given that we can see everything that she said, I'd be like, obviously the jury doesn't have knowledge of this, but I'd be like, you said on the reward that basically you don't care about winning the million. Like that would be like, yeah, that'd be cool. But like, I got 2 amazing best friends. And it's like, that's fine for you. Like you can, I get it. Friends are awesome, you know, like, especially like, I mean, you see the Survivor community, like online and stuff, like, yeah, some of these guys are like
lifelong,
super tight, you know, like literally lifelong. And I think that's awesome. Right. But that's not.
They're also all responsible for voting each other out. Like in almost all of the situations, there's at least one person in the group that's responsible for being voted out by the other. Like,
dude, it's like you're gonna be friends anyways. Like I'm like, right? Like, I think it's also because I've been sort of following Soph on like social media a little bit, and it seems like she's been like really hyping up the knowledge is power, and it's like, really? After this, and so also like, I mean, respect for like being a good sport, right? Because this was embarrassing, just straight up, and
so bad.
You know, she's going along with it, so good on her for taking it like a champ. But yeah, if I was out there on the jury, I'd be like, and it's her versus Sage, I'd be like, I don't even know really what you did, but just help Savannah and Rizzo just glide through the game.
Yeah,
you had a chance. Like that would have been a brilliant strategy, game long strategy of like you hitched your ride to the right wagon. Like seriously, like that's hard to do. Not everyone does that. You did it. You had your chance and you missed it. Like you missed your train. Period. The train's gone. It's not coming back. You know,
she could have stolen Rizzo's idol. She could have stolen it, and then everyone could have piled on Rizzo all at once and changed their votes to him and gone, now's our chance.
You know what it would have, you know what,
and then she wouldn't have had to use it anyway.
Yeah,
she's got an idol for the next episode.
What could have even been just as cool as that, if I'm being honest, is let's say Sage and Christina make the actual correct vote and vote for Soph. She steals Rizzo's idol, plays it for herself, negating all the votes because based on those numbers in that scenario, she would have been gone had she not played the idol. So she would have saved herself. That's another option, because if she would have just tried to keep it and had Christina and Sage actually voted with Steven like they should have, she still would have been gone. So it could have been even like crazier of like, imagine she steals it, but then they still just vote her out. That would, I don't even know how to feel about that one, but there's just there's multiple different ways that this could have worked out. Yeah.
Really haunt her the rest of her days.
Who knows? Maybe she still beats Sage.
I was gonna say we could easily laugh at this
three.
next week after she wins.
Which, honestly, that would really bother me. That would actually bother me a lot. Like it'd be like you should have gone home this round. Like you didn't deserve. Obviously,
she should have gone home.
Yes, you would have deserved it because every winner deserves to win. Blah blah blah. Whatever. But
no, she cooked it. Also, she played the wrong move. She should have gone home.
It's also funny because for the longest time, I feel like online Survivor fans have been so hostile to the whole like, I'm not here to make friends. I'm here to make big moves and just dominate the game. And everyone was like, we want to go back to old school Survivor when everyone was, it was more like character driven. And it's like, I kind of agreed with them as it was happening of like, I'm tired of the game bots. But then now it's like, if this is what that means, then no, I'm not game for that because this is worse in my opinion.
Well, because it's fresh because I'm actively rooting for Savannah because she's my winner pick. Yet I'm also actively rooting for her or Rizzo to get taken out because it would lead to some very compelling and exciting television. Now, having said that, I do think this episode was exciting, but it's like, okay, well, if Soph actually turns on them at this point, that would be amazing, despite the fact that I would either lose my winner pick or what have you. And so when it doesn't happen, it's like, why am I so upset over this? This is crazy. Right. Like, this is, I shouldn't be that annoyed over this, yet I am. And I know that if I were to ever play, which I won't because of rodents, that I would play more of an old school type thing. And I would say, oh, fuck the fans. Like, I don't care what the fans say. If I want to work with these people and not turn on them, like, I'm going to do it. And if the fans want to shit on me at home, that's their prerogative, but whatever.
Yeah.
But I feel like I'm in the fans' seat here because it's like, oh, yeah, but also why? Why are you doing this? Or why are you not doing this? It's a weird, situation to be in. And ultimately, like, I won't say that I'd be upset if she won, like, because if she were to go in against Christina and Sage, if she were to win that wouldn't be the craziest thing to me still, even though I do think that Sage has a leg up on her now. Like, I do think that Sage is probably number 3 of 5.
Yeah, that's true.
But I don't think that counts out Soph because she, up until the episode, she's had great bonds with people because she's been a part of this all-conquering alliance. I do feel like there is a path to the end where she wins the game, or if she just beats Savannah or Rizzo at Fire. Like, there are ways that she can still do it. I don't think
she Chris Underwood.
Yeah. Huh?
She pulls a Chris Underwood.
Yeah. Well, Chris Underwood is different. Like,
well, I mean, meaning like with the fire making challenge, right? Of, like, putting yourself in that position to beat Savannah or whatever.
Yes. Okay. Because, so yes, I agree with you. Like, she could win the game by just winning fire, and I'd be fine with it. And I'd also understand why she potentially wouldn't be on 50 compared to the other 2 people in her alliance.
Yeah.
But I still, at this point, I kind of need it to be Savannah or Rizzo. I kind of need it to be that.
Yeah.
For me personally, I need it to be one of the 2 of them.
It's funny because even if we had no knowledge that Savannah or Rizzo were on 50, I feel like we'd be having this exact same conversation.
Yeah.
Like, right? Like,
Rizzo would still be impressive.
Rizzo would still be impressive, and Savannah would be like, oh, wow. Most obvious winner ever. Like, oh my gosh. I feel like earlier in the season, absolutely, it was like totally, changing how we were thinking about who the winner pick or who the most likely winner was going to be. But I feel like at this point, it's like, I don't think it has any impact on how I'm viewing the likelihood of the winner. So, and that I'm glad about that because, no one likes it when they're, external factors. Also, people have been saying, I read a comment on Reddit that said this season is just spoiled. So that sucks. Outside of the whole them being on 50, like apparently the order of the vote or the boot order or whatever has been spoiled. So that sucks. Hopefully that people haven't been like, I have a great prediction that this is going to happen. And then it's just, they actually just know what's going to happen. That would suck. But yeah, I feel like the whole 50 stuff is not impacting how I feel about, you know, a Sophie win coming out of nowhere. I feel like I'd be still thinking that it could happen, but probably not.
Nah.
So.
Yeah, we're going to the finale. That's all of that is saying that, hey, we've got the finale of 49 next week. Like, we're done until 50 after next week, which is, I think it kind of just hit me now. Probably.
Dude, we're going to see a preview. We're going to see a preview of 50.
Of 50 next
week. We're going to
only one more episode until Coach.
Oh boy.
Coach winning 50. Yay.
Oh my god. I cannot wait. And I in my head, I feel like it's going to be either him, Colby, or Q that have the first confessional of the trailer for 50.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Mark, jot it down now. I'm calling one of the three of them.
It's going to be Coach going like this.
Yep.
The player is back. That's the first confessional of the season.
Yeah, of course it is. And hopefully he's the first boot. But overall, going into the finale, what are we expecting? Are we if we were to do a boot order right now of 5 to 3, like you don't have to pick the winner right now, but like who is the final 3 and who are the 2 that get voted out going into it?
I think we lose Christina and Sophie. And the 3 is Savannah, Rizzo, and Sage.
And you think Savannah wins that?
I think Savannah wins the immunities. I think Rizzo gets there because I think he should win because he's brilliant. And I think Sage is the next sort of deserving person after that. Christina, baby. And Sophie, baby. Big size for both of you girls. Yeah. Sorry.
Yeah, I think that it's going to be Sage, then Rizzo, and then final 3 of Savannah, Soph, Christina. Savannah probably just wins unanimously. Because I could be so wrong. I really have a hard time imagining Savannah beating Rizzo in a final 3. I really do. I think that it's just so overwhelming at this point. It's like,
but she seems to have been bothering people.
Yeah.
Would they still want to award her with that if she's been bothering them?
Well, that's my point, right? I think that Rizzo would win.
Oh, right. I thought you said the other way around.
But I also, at the same time, just feel like it's going to be Savannah. I just feel like the way it's been edited, and I just feel like I have a hard time seeing. Well, I guess what I'm contradicting myself from earlier because I said I feel like Savannah could lose in final 3 if she beats the women's record, for example. So maybe that's it. But I feel like the most likely is that Savannah is going to win without Rizzo in the final 3. So the only place that Rizzo could be taken out is the final 4 because he has the idol at final 5. So what about you, Drew?
I think Soph, Sage, and then Soph, Rizzo, and then we have a final 3 of Savannah, Christina,
and Sage.
And Sage. And I think Savannah wins in that. I think Sage actually probably pulls in a few votes there. I don't think unanimous for Savannah because of
I agree. I think Sage is getting Jawan's vote.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I'd be very shocked. Yeah.
Yeah.
Absolutely. But I would say that Rizzo goes home in fourth as the robbed god or whatever of the season, the robbed Riz god of the season. We lose Soph in fifth because of fallout from this episode, maybe. We've been saying that Christina is probably Dunsky for a few weeks now. Sage and Savannah probably have a good back and forth. I think Savannah wins. I think she wins pretty convincingly, but I do think Sage, like you said, probably pulls in 2 votes. And so then we get the winner of the season and the fallen angel, the Rob King or Queen, whoever of the season coming back, allegedly, for 50. I'm gonna say that. I don't think anything crazy will happen as far as Rizzo's idol. I think that he probably just.
Do you think he plays it?
He plays it on himself. The interesting thing is, and we haven't talked about it, and I know we're wrapping up, but now that everyone thinks that his idol is done, and he doesn't win immunity next week, let's just say he doesn't win that Final 5 immunity, do they try to make a move against him, and then he plays it, and then he negates votes, and that's even more reason for him to go to Fired for, because he was able to tell this successful lie to everyone, including his allies.
Do you guys think that they would try to vote for him?
If Soph decides to flip really this time.
Okay, now I'm gonna flip.
Now
join the other 2, and they decide, hey, let's go after Rizzo because Savannah has won immunity again, and Rizzo's just out in the open. He has no idol, and we go after him, and then Rizzo plays it. Now it's fooled you, and also now I'm the biggest threat going into 4. And he's going to fire against whoever because he can't be pissy at Soph at that point because it doesn't matter. I think that's a pretty big possibility, potentially.
Yeah.
Anything can happen with these people. Anything can happen.
Watch Rizzo be like, I'm just not playing. Just be like, he's like, no, I feel
that
like
wouldn't surprise
me. Them all. That actually. I feel like there's a very likely chance that happens, honestly.
Yeah.
Because he's like, there's no way. They know that it expires. Everyone in history has always played it when it expires. And then just keeps it and then pulls the, was it Marianne, 42, where she's like, I didn't even have to play it at Final 3. But he probably doesn't even get there because fire making. But Rizzo is he's just screaming Jesse from 43 of just dominates the game, but then just can't make it.
Can't make it
the Final 3. But
that you know what? Suri. This is all I'm gonna say. Suri. So make sure to subscribe and follow and all that jazz. I know Mucky's halfway done his countdown of the Survivor Australia season.
Yeah.
I think. So make sure to check that out. We will be back next week, y'all, with the finale of Survivor 49, the final episode before we are into season 50 season. I don't know what that'll look like for us as far as content, but I'm really looking forward to being done with the season, not because it's bad, but just because I'm excited to see how it turns out. And I feel like I'm for the crowd and saying that. Thank you again, everyone, for tuning in, whether you're live or listening afterwards, and we will see you next week.
Bye.
Bye, everyone.